Going live. Yeah. And we're live.
Okay, we'll call to order this meeting of the Woodford County Board of Education on April 26th, 2021. 4 board members are present tonight, 2 members are virtual, and 2 members in person. Can we all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, are there any proposed amendments to the agenda? Hearing none, we'll move on to the superintendent's report.
Thank you, Ms. Bradley. Good evening, and thanks for tuning in to our April Board of Education meeting. We are in the final 5-week stretch of the school year, and these are definitely some of the busiest weeks as we take our state test, AP testing, end-of-year activities, prom, finals, and graduation. Our schools are busy developing plans for how we can celebrate our students in the safest way possible. Spring sports are in full swing at both the middle school and high school, and there are also some spring performances taking place at several schools. Our students always do a great job representing our district, and I hope you get an opportunity to check out some of these activities. I'm certain you'll be impressed with our students. Next week is Teacher and Staff Appreciation Week. While we have celebrated this week each year in the past, this year takes on a little more special meaning with everything Team Woodford has done to keep our kids learning and to keep our kids safe during the pandemic. They truly have been amazing, and I am so proud to work alongside such an incredible team. So, if you see one of our employees next week, please take time to stop and thank them for all that they have done. Thank you again for tuning in this evening. It's an honor to serve as your superintendent, and I know with all of us working together, we can become the flagship school district in Kentucky.
Thank you, Mr. Hawkins. And we heard Mr. Martello's treasurer report last week. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
And I will second that motion. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The motion carries 4-0. Ms. Cooper is showing me that there are no public comments for tonight, so we will move on to the consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
And I will second that motion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The motion carries 4-0. We will move on to the regular agenda. Is there a motion to accept notification of personnel matters?
So moved.
The chair seconds. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries 4-0. Is there a motion to accept notification of payment of bills?
So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Do you guys want to vote by show of hands so we can, because I'm not able to hear you. We'll just do that so that you don't have to keep clicking back and forth. Is there a motion to approve meeting minutes of the March 1st, March 3rd, March 15th, March 22nd, and March 23rd, 2021 board meetings?
So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Allison? Okay. Motion carries 4-0. Is there a motion to approve awarding of bid for 2021-2022 student Chromebooks to Staples?
So moved.
Second. All those in favor, show of hands, say aye. Motion carries 4-0. Is there a motion to approve renewal of bids for workers' compensation insurance and waste removal?
So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye or raise your hand. Motion carries 4-0. Is there a motion to approve the 2021-2022 fee schedule for 1-to-1 and elementary device programs.
So moved.
Second. All those in favor, say aye. Motion carries 4-0. Is there a motion to approve the indirect cost rate?
So moved.
Second. All those in favor, say aye. Or 4-0. And the chair votes aye, I'm sorry. Is there a motion to approve Infinite Campus Pay RICS service agreement?
So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. 4-0. Is there a motion to approve making an application to continue to be an NTI district for the 2021-2022 school year?
So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye or show of hands. Aye. 4-0. Is there a motion to approve the SNDA agreement?
So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye or show of hands. Aye. The motion carries 4-0. Is there a motion to approve the Kentucky Administrative Regulation waiver?
So moved.
Second. All those in favor
Can-
say aye.
Just a quick clarification. The reason we have to do this is that we are looking at potentially having a virtual academy for under grade 5. And so that's why the waiver is needed. Because right now, only 5 through 12 is allowed for virtual academy. And so since we are considering something less, we want to go ahead and get the waiver approved.
Thank you, Mr. Hawkins. I believe there's a motion and a second. So all those in favor say aye or show of hands. Aye. Motion carries 4-0. There is no old business, and we can go around if there are any board member communications. If you would like to be acknowledged, just raise your hand for those that are virtual.
None for me.
Hearing none, we will move on to discussion items, which we have none. We do have a need for an executive session pursuant to KRS 61.8101F, and the general reason for that is discussion of superintendent candidate references. Is there a motion to enter executive session?
So moved.
Is there a second? Allison seconds. All those in favor say aye or raise your hand. Aye.
Aye.
The motion carries 4-0. There may be action after this short executive session, but the board will now adjourn to executive session. And if Ms. Richardson and Ms. Springate, if you'll join the other meeting, then we will have to return back to this one to adjourn the meeting. All right, thank you.
Are y'all going someplace else?
Sorry,
Are y'all going someplace else? Or
we can just step in there. It's not
Okay.
going to take
Okay,
but a second.
because we can step out too, so.
1, 2. It is working again, so that's good. I'm going to unmute here. And yes, we still are live, so.
All right, is there a motion to return from executive session?
So moved.
There's a motion by Ms. McHale, and I will second that. All those in favor, say aye or raise your hand. Motion carries 4-0. And we do have one agenda item to add. Based on discussion in the executive session, I move that we begin checking references of the 4 individuals recommended by the screening committee. Is there a second?
I'll second.
So motion by Ms. Bradley and a second by Ms. McHale. All those in favor say aye or show of hands. Aye. Motion carries 4-0. There is no other business. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I will move to adjourn.
Nicely done. I will second. All those in favor say aye or raise your hand. Aye. And we are adjourned. Thank you all very much.
Every night.
I'm not sure we were here long enough to